friends and family. This is Gina with Hope and Cope. I hope this video finds you doing well. I have a new topic for you today. So we're going to talk just briefly about the topic of check your heart. So, you may very well have your act together. You may be well rooted and grounded and very structured and dependable in your nature, but nothing will throw you off of your stability like an addiction in the family. I believe other things probably can cause a personality change. Some things, a severe grief, a severe illness of you or a close family member. Any kind of tragedy can probably throw you off, but certainly an ongoing life situation of addiction can change the way you think. And so I just want to encourage you to check your thoughts, check your heart. You will have thoughts. I had thoughts. Let me just put it that way. I had thoughts that I would have never had before. Crazy, insane thoughts. And I know I've probably said this in past videos, but we had a saying that I thought was pretty cute in Al-Anon and pretty true. That was, your mind is a scary place to go or be. Don't go there alone. Meaning, talk things out with a trusted friend, a trusted family member, hopefully a trusted member of, someone that you have been through a lot with, and you know that they are dependable to keep your secrets or to give you sound advice or to sound the alarm when you're getting a little kooky, to give out warning bells when they can tell that your thought pattern is getting a little irrational. So I just wanted to encourage you to, when you have thoughts and they just start down a very fast track, realize these may not be rational thoughts. And here's a few things that will be your telltale signs. One is thoughts of revenge. So don't go there. Don't entertain those thoughts. They are hard thoughts not to entertain, but they will do you no good. And they will alter your behavior. If you entertain thoughts of revenge, you will, at least in part, even if you don't act out those thoughts, you will begin to change your behavior toward the person or persons that are causing your distress. Because all these things come from distress, right? They come distress of your mind and your thoughts and your heart and your disappointments. And so you have got to keep thoughts of revenge in check. That's a very good full topic I could spend the whole time on talking about revenge, but I will just say, try to realize that a person with an addiction, their behavior is not at you. The things they do that disappoint you, the things they do that hurt you, the things they do that affect you, they're not really at you. They just are, they have an addiction, and that addiction drives them. That's their focus thought. That's all they see. And they're not thinking about how their actions are going to affect other people. It seems hard to believe, but it just is true. And if they have that little inkling in there of, oh my goodness, this is really irrational and it's going to affect a lot of people, they can drink that thought away or use till that thought is gone. And so that thought can be overridden. And it's a painful thought for them. And so their natural course in the mind of an addict is to not have those thoughts. And so they just override them with a substance. So try not to have thoughts of revenge. It will do you no good, and it will cause you to alter your behavior. And it will not be for the good. It will not be for the good. A few things we could do that are vengeful. We could step outside our marriage if it's a husband-wife thing for comfort and for satisfaction. And so oftentimes those things lead down paths that you don't want to go. They complicate. It'll complicate the situation for you. It'll complicate the situation for your family. It will cause harm. I just highly, highly suggest you do not go down the revenge path. Another thought you will have is just thinking of how you could possibly control the situation. So you will go to mass efforts to control your loved one, to like keep all their money, take them to and from work, not let them have the car, call the boss, call the coworkers not go to work yourself so that you can make sure that they're at work. So these are just a couple scenarios of things that you can tell if your thinking is getting off track. So I just want to encourage you to try to have a healthy mindset. Try to, I did a 4-part series. I'd love for you to go back and watch that if you haven't seen it already, on detachment. It's detachment with love. So it's a healthy detachment for you and your loved one, and I'm not going to try to recap that here because it would make this video too long. But you could go back and watch that, and hopefully that would be helpful to you. But try to watch your own heart. Say, okay, are these healthy thoughts? Are these positive thoughts? Are they going to move me forward? And are they good for, especially if you're a parent, are these good for me and my children? So if you feel like they are not healthy thoughts for you and the people that are dependent upon you, whomever that may be, usually and likely children, then try to redirect your thoughts. You've got to guard your own thoughts. You can't control what that other person or those other people are doing, but you're obligated to control yourself. And that is one of the reasons why I was able to have a lot of mercy in my situation, because I was like, I can't even control myself. How can I criticize him for not being able to control himself when I have a hard time controlling myself, and I don't even have a mind-altering substance in there making me crazy, but I'm still having a hard time controlling myself. So it gives me clarity, it gives me humility, and it helps me to try to say, okay, what are the positive things that I can be thinking about right now that are going to move me forward? And, we've talked a little bit about this in the past too, but self-care, preparing for tomorrow, just make good choices and do everything you're supposed to do today, and be kind to yourself, but think about the chores that you have and the responsibilities that are going to make your life easier if you stay on top of them. And then how to prepare for tomorrow, or if it's the weekend, how to prepare for this coming week, or if you've got an upcoming event, how to prepare for that upcoming event. Just the things that are going to move your life forward, the things that are going to be beneficial to you, come what may, right, with that uncontrollable and out of control and insane scenario. You're working to keep things as peaceful, orderly, and sane as you can for yourself and for those that are dependent upon you. So another just a little touch on a topic that I think goes with that, and that is when you're going to do something for your loved one, and this is whomever, whether it is a person in your life that is of an unhealthy mindset, a mental illness, a drug addiction, whatever it is, but you're having a hard time with how your thoughts react, how you react in your mind toward them, you try to ask yourself, I learned this in Al-Anon, you ask yourself if what you are asking yourself to do, or something they've asked you to do, can you do it for fun and for free? That means no matter what the consequences are. So, we highly recommend, and something I was able to try really, really hard not to do early on with my loved ones, and that was give them money. So I understood that concept pretty quickly. Now, I would put gas in a car for somebody or buy groceries or something like that, but I tried not to just hand over cash. But let's say whatever it is, I'm going to come over and mow your grass. I'm going to make a meal or do your laundry or whatever, something they've asked you to do. You have to be able to say, this thing that I am planning to do is out of my own free will. No one's making me do it. I don't feel coerced. And if you do, you need to talk about that. You need to have an inner discussion about feeling coerced and where that's coming from. And that might be for another video. But if you can't just do it and let it go, like not worry about the consequences. They're not going to appreciate me tomorrow. I'm not going to sit around waiting for the phone call saying what an amazing friend, mother, wife, sister, brother, daughter that I am. I'm not going to, because I'm just doing it for fun and for free. I'm not doing it for to earn something. I'm not doing it so that I can manipulate later. Hey, I did this for you, so now you owe me whatever it is. So you have to realize that those are unrealistic attachments that we place on things we want to do for our loved one, and they are going to bring a lot of disappointment to one person, and that's us. Way more than we can bear. So if you're gonna, buy the kids tickets to go ice skating and then they don't even go and the money was wasted, that has to have been for fun and for free. And if they used it, great. And if they didn't, that was you already had prepared for that. Well, it was my kind gesture, and I'm sorry that it didn't work out for you. And you've got to be able to let it go. So we can really let that eat us up, eat our lunch. We're trying to lay out a normal life for that person, and that's not where they are. That's not where they are right now, and we are unrealistic to expect them to be. So you've got to realize what's in your own heart, why you're doing, what is my motivation? Why am I wanting to do this thing for this person? What kind of expectations am I placing on this person? Do I think that it's going to earn me the right to have a say later about something that I want to manipulate them over? I don't know. So you just have to know your own heart and know if you can do something for fun and for free. And if you can't, if somebody's asking something for you and you're like, you know what? Here's what I know. I'm going to resent doing that. I'm going to resent it later. I'm going to think you owe me. Or if I do this thing for you, then I'm going to expect you to have done X, Y, Z. Let's say, okay, let's use this scenario. I'm going to babysit for you so you can go to work. And then you find out they didn't go to work and they went to a party and they didn't even, I don't know. They didn't even pick the kids up on time. You couldn't reach them by noon the next day. All those things. Of course, that would be a very unsettling scenario for anybody, but you just have to keep your own heart to a measure detached and to a greater measure protected from what you have placed in your mind as, I'm going to do this and I'm going to get this magic result, because the chances are that you are not going to get that result that you are looking for, and you're setting yourself up for disappointment. So I'm done with my topic today. I hope this was helpful to you. Don't let yourself have thoughts that are not healthy for you and that are not healthy for those that you care for. They do you no good. They will wear you out. Thoughts of revenge, thoughts of payback, thoughts of manipulation. Those things will just wear you out. There's a lot better things you can do with your time. Prayer for your loved ones is the major thing you can do, and keeping yourself healthy minded, yourself in a good headspace, so that there's a grown up in the room, right? So that there's somebody that's thinking rationally and reasonably and thoughtfully about the situation, and not just this situation right here, but how this affects things moving forward. I don't want to make decisions that's going to damage the situation, which we can't help always, whether the decisions we make are misinterpreted or judged harshly by somebody else. But we can do the best we can to make the best decision for the rightest reason, and then leave the rest to the other person. The way they handle it, you have no control over the way they perceive it. So I hope that was helpful. If it was, I'm asking you please to like this video, share this video. If you have a friend that has a difficult situation, it doesn't even have to be someone in addiction. It can be. That's my specific scenario. But it could just be any kind of difficult, challenging relationship. If you feel like these videos would help, please share with somebody else. And then comment. I'd love to see people begin to comment, of course, kindly and thoughtfully and gently, because the people that are going to watch these videos are hurting people. So please, let's not do anything that would hurt them further. Cast some big blanket of judgment. That's not helpful. That's not ever helpful. So if you would like to make kind and helpful, gracious, loving, and supportive comments, and if you have any ideas that would be helpful, that would be great. And I love you. I pray for you always. On my daily prayers, pray for the people that are going to watch. And I say gonna because right now I don't think anybody is watching. My sister, she's watching. Anyway, I am putting these out to help other people that have been in similar situations that I've been through. And I feel like I managed well. I say that by the mercy and grace of God, that I feel like I managed well through those situations. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot from mistakes and from not mistakes. And I just want to help other people that are going through difficult situations. So I love you. So please like, comment, and share. If you subscribe, then when I put these out, you'll get a notification, I think. And I just really appreciate it. And until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.